Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, please to connect. Yes. We have the utmost respect for humanity, because the path you have chosen is filled with more challenges than any of us would care to consider taking on here in the higher realms. We see you as pioneers who were willing to explore the depths of darkness and the depths of despair. And all for the purpose of having new experiences that would lead to the further expansion of Source. Now, as we say that, we want to remind you that you are Source. Source is not a being that exists outside of you. Source is inside of you. And so is everything else. What we know is very hard on all of you is the acceptance of the truth that even a person or a belief that you despise exists inside of you and is not separate from you. What that means is that humanity needs humility in order to get to the next step in the evolution of your consciousness. You cannot just stay up high above it all on a rainbow and look down upon everyone else. Do not fall into the trap of thinking that you have it all figured out. That you're doing everything correctly and that you have all the right beliefs and information. That would be boring, thwart your growth, and be a type of death experience that doesn't really exist. You never stop growing. You never stop expanding. And you never stop becoming more of who you really are. In order to do all of those things, you needed the end of the spectrum to exist that was furthest from source, furthest from the light and the love that is your true nature. What is more source-like than being able to love the darkness and those operating in the dark? If you truly understand what the shift in consciousness is, then you know it's not just about a solar flash and 3 days of darkness. If you really know what the shift is about, then you know the real event is you becoming more like source energy. And that means acknowledging that it's all inside of you. Even the ones you want to condemn. Even the beliefs that you cannot understand how anyone could even entertain. Once again, you have our respect and admiration, because as we describe to you what you are being asked to do, we realize what a huge mountain that is to climb. Especially when one of these beings that represents true darkness has done something to you or someone you love. You'll say it's not fair and that it shouldn't be. But it is part of your journey and everyone else's journey to experience some really horrific things throughout the course of your lives there on planet Earth. Now, most of you had those truly terrible experiences in past lives. And in this lifetime, you are meant to clear those traumas. That too is not an enviable task to have signed up for. And once again, it's hard for us to even fathom making that choice. But you did. And we know you did because you are there. And if you are there, then you also get to have the biggest ride possible. You get to be on the pendulum when it swings into the light, carrying you and the rest of humanity with it to where you all belong. You are becoming your higher selves, and you are becoming fifth dimensional. And you knew exactly what you were doing when you chose that journey. The Arcturian Council. And we have enjoyed connecting with you. Hi, everybody. Namaste. Blessings. Thank you for watching. Kalyandra's all curled up over here on a pillow and a blanket on top of the two pillows, actually. There's two pillows, and then there's a blanket, and then there's Kalyandra. So she knows where the softest point in the reality of this house is right now, and she found it, and she's on it. But when I go over there, my legs are going to be in that spot. What do I have to say for myself? Thank you everyone who participated in my sale. It's been a great past 8 days, and a great year so far for me in my DanielScranton.com world. So thank you for being a part of that. And I have more things happening this month. I really packed them in this month. So I will put links down below for these on YouTube and possibly Instagram, for most of them on Instagram anyway. Making Contact with ET starts Wednesday the 20th. Link down below. It's also, if you're not watching on one of those, danielscranton.com/making contact. 24th, we have advanced group channeling class with the Arcturian Council, danielscranton.com/learn. And then group healing event where you submit your intention for the healing. You show up, everybody else shows up, or if you can't make it, you listen to the recording, but it's going to be me channeling light language, tones, Reiki through these hands to everybody. And that's the 27th. And that's danielscranton.com/group healing. Yeah, I made my wife's night tonight. No, it's not that. Talea was not going down. And my wife, 2 nights in a row now, has been really struggling. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, she didn't have a nap. Talea had no nap today, which already my wife's like, when do I get a break? So it's like 6:30. She comes out of the bedroom. She's trying to put Talea down earlier and earlier so that we have some time out here together, just the 2 of us. And Talea's not going down. So she's like, can you try? And I'm like, I guess. It's not really my area of expertise, but we have one of these, baby Bjorn. This is called an Ergo. So Ergo's the brand, I think. I don't even know if they make them anymore. Anyway, it's like a backpack. You put the baby in, face her this way, put her on your back too. And so I've got her facing me, and she's not having it at first. And she's like, Mama, Mom. I'm like, yeah, Mama's out there in the kitchen. And so finally, I tried getting her. I tried getting into bed with her. She's like, no, this is not happening, Dad. And so I get back up and I took her head with one hand because her head's not really supported in this thing. And I'm palming her head, and I've got the other hand doing what the Filipinos call puck. So if anyone right now is watching in the Philippines, they're probably like, or if you're watching and you're Filipino, you're like, how does he know about puck? Well, my wife is from the Philippines, so puck is this. You can't see because I'm in my underwear, so I'm not going to stand up. But you tap on like the hip with your hand, and so I'm doing that, and apparently it's like a pressure point too that makes you relax or something. And I'm doing this other thing that the doula told us, which is you make the sh sound. So I'm just going shh, like white noise. We actually have a white noise machine in there too, but I'm like right in her face, and I'm doing the shh and the puck and swaying, like rocking and holding her head, and she's screaming. She's not having it. She's talking a little bit, mostly Mama. One dad got in there, and then finally she fell asleep. And I stayed like this for a while. And I was like, you know what? This is the best part of my day. Here I am thinking like, oh, something else I have to do. But it was the best part of my day because I didn't really spend a lot of time with her today. And as I'm swaying her, the light's hitting her face at a certain point. Like it's like dark, light, dark. Oh, how about that? Dark, light. So I'm getting like these little snippets of seeing her cute little face, and managed to get her down into the bed, take the thing off, and come out into the kitchen. And my wife was like, "Is she sleeping?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, You got her to go down? I was like, yeah, I didn't just leave her in there. So she was just like, this is a game changer for me. So I might be pulling some additional daddy duties, which is like, I mean, most men do this. I change diapers, I do other stuff, but I'm not really, I'm definitely not getting up. If I got up in the middle of the night to tend to Talea, like if we were bottle feeding, which we're not, I would fall asleep while channeling for people. I mean, it almost happened today. I wasn't channeling at the time, but I was teaching a channeling lesson to somebody, and I'm leading them through like the, one of my meditation things that I do. And I had like one of those hypnagogic moments where I was like in a dream and then popped out, and I was like, oh God. So, and that happens, that happens when I'm teaching channeling mostly, is I'm like, it's hard to stay awake if I'm tired. And I'm already doing that without helping. I'm having enough trouble sleeping. So, but I'm glad I could help. Anyway, that's my Talea story. I hope all is well with you and yours. Blessings, namaste. Be well. I love you. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Please hit subscribe. Look for the subscribe dealie. My channel is so close to 20,000. And if you're on Instagram, tell your friends, and come back tomorrow for more. Bye, everybody.